1 week of me being engaged and living with HIV. Let's go. I was never that friend that always said I wanted to get married or have kids. That was never my dreams. I think for people who are living with HIV, I think that we just automatically get out of our heads of having kids or being married because of the HIV stigma. Maybe that's why I never want to have kids or get married. Well, too late now. I'm engaged. But anyway, back to the story. So I actually was told by my fiance, then boyfriend, that we were going to an event and that it was going to be a glamorous event, you know, that there's going to be some good connections there. So just to impress and let's go have fun. So that whole day I was like, okay, we have to go have the event. Earlier that day, I actually had to host a Q&A at this book launch. So I had a jam-packed day. I wasn't really thinking more in detail to the event. I was calling my sister. I was like, hey, are you at the event? Because Tim also invited them to the event. Again, y'all, it was never an event. The engagement was the event. But yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm at this event and it is nice. I'm like, girl, it's nice. I was like, I can't wait to get there. We pulled up to the event and I saw all these cars. And we parked behind a car of our friend. And when we parked, he was like, oh, that looks like Keisha's car. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know her license plate, so I don't know if it's her car or not. So I just was like, okay, let's just go inside and see if that is Keisha. We got the car and I'm putting on, you know, freshening up my cologne. And, you know, just making sure I look good, make sure I brush my hair down, you know, everything is good. Because I don't know who is going to be in this event. And he said that the mayor was going to be at this event. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's time to network. So I got done with that. I walked to the door and he was walking behind me. And I was like, Tim, why are you walking behind me? Like, you invited me to this event. You know these people. I don't know who house we at. You know, like, hey, you invited me. You walk in first. He just insisted that I go in first. So I'm going in first. I saw people like on the side, you know, moving around. So I'm like, yo, we are late to these people's event. So I began to head towards the front door and the door was open with the signs or with the letters that say, marry me, with all the balloons. So I walked up and as I walked up, y'all, I still didn't know that it was my event, that, you know, that I was being asked to be married. So I walked up and I was like, you know, I'm peeping in the door and I saw faces that looked familiar. And I was like, that's when everyone was like, surprise. And I was like, surprise. Like, I was shocked. I just was like stuck. Like, and then my homegirl, she came up, hugged me, and turned me around. And when I turned around, you guys, there was Tim on his knees. He was on his knees and he said, will you marry me? Y'all, I didn't answer right off because I was still stuck. Like, what? Me? But you guys, he said, would you marry me? And I said, yes. The tears was tearing. I couldn't stop crying. I was shocked. He really worked on this, you guys. And for him to have my mom there, icing on the cake. Because as you know, for someone who is in the LGBTQ plus community, it's hard to really get our family to support our decisions. And even though it shouldn't matter, but it is. And I turned around again, you guys, and there was the ring. Would you marry me? Yes. And my mom was there. I'm good.